And we are back, Gmac Winnie coming at you with another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, let's get dangerous.
I don't know what's making the noise, mine or yours.
You're getting very dangerous over there because who was the General, Jimmy Williams,
PFC.
then became Colonel. Now he is just, no, it's even worse than that. It's not PFC. PFC. He's Maggot Williams. That thing's going to fall off before.
Yeah, this thing is shot, dude.
Old He-Man Ben. I mean, dude, you went from having the best arm on the planet here to he completely fucked that thing. That thing's foobarred.
Yeah, the twisting lever to try to tighten it down is like the letter fucking U now.
Yeah, and then the rod that's supposed to be an I is now a J.
Yeah, it's not very good. It's in bad shape here. It's not staying on very well.
No.
Oh, what song was that coming in? It was like Phil Collins, Kenny Loggins-ish.
That was Only the Young by Journey.
Oh, all right. I got the right era.
Bro.
I know one Journey song, bro.
That's clearly Journey. That's
I know
not Phil Collins.
Journey song.
What one Journey song do you know?
The one that everybody knows.
You know, I guarantee you know more than one.
Okay, by name I know one. I guess, yeah, maybe. Wait, who was the... Oh, it was Steve Perry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You do know.
Yeah. All right.
You're going to get a lot of shit over that, bro.
It is what it is.
Gen Xer only knows one Journey song.
Well, yeah, because I was busy wigging out listening to the melodic beats of Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Yeah. Later.
But early on, it would have been LL Cool J.
Yep. That's definitely you. Licking the lips.
And doing it well. So, yeah. How was your week?
Not a bad week.
I see that, where was I yesterday? Oh, yesterday I was getting shots in my knees. And I was scrolling through my Facebook things coming up this weekend, and it automatically adjusts location to where you currently are.
Yep.
And Full Throttle has a big thing on Sunday, it looks like.
They do, but the weather's supposed to be nice. So I don't think I'm going to be attending. I may be in New Hampshire on Saturday because of the rain.
Okay.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow at some point.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be nice on Sunday, and he wants to get working on his Camaro. So
nice. Listen, the temps have been fucking great here in the last 3 or 4 days. It really feels like spring, so.
Yeah. It'd be nicer if it's a little warmer over the weekend, but it's only going to be in the 50s. But if it's 50 and sunny.
Yeah, dude, it was popping near 70 on Wednesday. And
one of those days was like 72 yesterday.
Yeah, it was nice.
When I left, so.
It was really nice.
Yeah, it was. What else been going on? Anything?
No, not really. Just
how's the knees feel?
Better after shots. Listen, workers' comp in New York State sucks. They denied my gel injections, so I have to call my comp lawyer and get them on fighting with comp to get them approved because it was a work injury, as you know. But I was able to at least get cortisone, so I got something. And they feel a little bit better today.
And the gel feels better when you get those?
Well, it lasts longer. It actually keeps space in the joint because I'm bone on bone on both knees. So the cortisone takes the inflammation down for a while, but I might get like 6 weeks, 8 weeks out of it of actually feeling better, where the gel can last up to like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So.
Not bad. All right.
No.
So in this time frame of doing whatever you're doing, how did you come up with the top 5?
YouTube.
Yeah,
I was watching down a rabbit hole. Forgotten Places, I think, is the user's screen name.
Okay.
And he's covered everything from our top 5 today to stores to stadiums, cities where it looks like the entire town or city just up and left one day, and it's like fucking frozen in time, shit like that. You see a lot of that out near like Detroit.
Oh, Detroit bad.
Yeah, real bad.
Whole stadiums.
Yeah. But towns too, where like the houses still stand. It looks like everybody got up after dinner one day and just said, "Fuck it, we're not coming back."
Well, yeah. Once the auto industry went to like robotic,
right,
and they all lost their jobs, that was it.
The creepiest shit is like Chernobyl. you can go on Google Earth and zoom down in and see everything. They're actually taking tours there now. If you're in the Soviet Union or whatever the fuck it's called now, you can go there for the day, and it's safe. They still can't inhabit the place. They said it wouldn't be safe to live in for like another 100 years because of the levels, but animals have returned, vegetation has grown back, so the radiation levels are way down and safe enough for you to tour it. But literally, there's an amusement park and the Ferris wheel still stands. It just rusted out.
Yeah,
Houses. It's creepy. Yeah. It's really creepy. So Maggot Williams, there's a special on Netflix. I don't know if you hadn't listened to TCB yet this week. It's called The Program. It's
about Ogdensburg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 3-episode thing.
I heard old fucking what did I just call him?
You said Maggot.
Yeah.
PFC.
PFC Williams' whole family ran that camp.
Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's rough.
That school, Ivy something?
Ivy Ridge Academy.
Ivy Ridge. No, I texted him last night. So
he went there before it was Ivy Ridge. It was Mater Dei Junior College.
Okay.
So he went there when it was a junior college.
So when I was just like kind of clicking through, and I'm like number one in documentaries today. And it came on. It's like in Ogdensburg, New York. I'm like, I know who I'm texting. This fucking guy.
He said it's bad up there. It's a super hot button as hot button can be. Like people are polarized because they explain in the documentary like why these organizations, these cults target these communities is because financially they're on the heels of their ass and they bring in all these jobs. So now the people are relying upon the economy. So they get them in there and they're like, oh, fuck, this isn't what we thought it was going to be. But now you're stuck because you're making money. It's a good watch for sure. But Jimmy said he knew a good portion of the people that were interviewed during the process. But he says it's really fucked up at home right now.
I think we're going to call him ROTC Jimmy. He's not even in the military now. He went from the general to he's kind of thrown out. He's just ROTC.
ROTCIR.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move into our top 5 because you did not describe at all, except for you just said YouTube.
Yep.
This week's top 5, your top 5 dead or dying food chains.
Indeed.
So Winnie went that whole circle to never tell us how we chose.
No, just on YouTube. I thought it was a cool thing because there's a lot of these. There's either a dying number of locations to where in the 80s and 90s there were thousands and they're down to the hundreds, or as my number 5, there were near 1,000 and they're down to 2.
All right, go ahead, start.
So my number 5, Arthur Treachers. They were towards the end of their life. There's only 2 left in the entire country. They were associated with Nathan's at the end. But they were fish like Long John Silver's. They were like fish and chips, hush puppies, shit like that. Fucking awesome. And whenever we used to go to, when I was married to the ex, we would go to Long Island to visit her family. There was one on Long Island, so we would always stop. And her dad would pilfer the malt vinegar bottle on the way out. So we always had some malt vinegar. But it was Arthur Treachers is fucking. I love fish and chips, and malt vinegar. The hush puppies were fucking killer. But yeah, they're down at 2.
All right, mine is Quiznos subs.
Oh shit!
Once were a thing everywhere. Made phenomenal subs. I used to always get the turkey bacon guacamole sub. We used to go and eat it, if you recall,
before Maris game.
Before Maris games,
yeah.
And they are like fast, like because Subway just blew up or whatever. Maybe
or Jersey, like the Jersey Mike's has popped up now.
Yeah, and the other one is Jimmy Jams.
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's is the thing in the mall.
Yeah,
but yeah, like Jimmy John's. So like these other ones have popped up, but Subway with marketing kind of took over that industry.
Oh yeah,
and Quiznos is like really kind of no more.
They had the good song though at Quiznos subs.
Yeah, and then Quick Check kind of stole their cue.
They did.
You know?
Yeah, and Quick Check subs, They're
What
okay.
if we find out that Quiznos became Quick Check?
That would be. It'll be a little research, but
yeah,
Quiznos was fucking.
They were banging.
They were banging, bro, and they always had the little bar off to the side where you can grab as many pickles as you wanted and all that shit. So yeah, they were good.
Quiznos was my number 5.
All right, my number 4. We had one in Kingston, Ponderosa.
That's mine. That's my next one. But I guarantee our next couple are going to be close. My number 4. We'll talk about it next. My number 4 is Pizza Hut.
Higher on my list.
Okay, so might as well go to Ponderosa because that's my number 3.
Okay. Ponderosa was great.
It was
especially as a kid.
It was like a steak and potatoes buffet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like instead of like Chinese food buffet, it was like an American buffet.
Yeah.
You paid your one price. You got your cup of soda in the beginning, and then
you got your cup and your tray, and you went on through. But for kids, they always had like the mac and cheese, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, all that shit.
All that good
but
stuff.
Yeah, you had. I mean, looking back, was it Wagyu? No.
But you got a steak.
Right, you got a steak and potatoes for like fucking $9.95.
Right, and veggies and chicken.
Salad bar, dessert.
Last Ponderosa that I went to was in Florida.
Really?
Yeah, Boston and I were out, and I'm like, no freaking way. There's a Ponderosa. We whipped in there, went right in, got the lunch special.
Ponderosa and Bonanza Steakhouses were from the same company, and then they were because of the show. But now I think they're down to just a handful of left in the country altogether.
Yeah, so the last one I was in like Orlando and Florida. So I don't know if that's still around, but that was the one I was in.
All right. My number 3, Friendly's.
Higher on my list.
Okay. Well, wait. Where are we?
No, it doesn't matter because my number 2 was Friendly's.
Oh, all right.
My number 3 was Ponderosa. My 4 was Pizza Hut. 3 is Ponderosa. 2 was Friendly's.
All right, let's just tackle them now in order because we're both down to our ones. All right, Friendly's.
Friendly's?
We had 3 of them within 3 miles.
And that's what I was going to say. We had 3 of them in the same exact town. We had 2 of them within a quarter mile of each other.
Right.
You leave if the one in the mall.
Dude, on a good day with wind, you could have hit one. You could hit a golf ball from the mall one down to the 9W one.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And especially if you got a good bounce off the concrete.
Oh,
you're definitely making it. And let's be fair.
What sticks out to me? The
Fribbles, and their ice cream sundaes.
The Monster Sundae.
Yeah.
With the green chocolate chip with the cone on the head.
That good.
No, it was greasy as fuck.
Yeah.
Where it became...
But it was a rite of passage when we were in high school to go to Friendly's. Or even when we did shopping.
Dude, remember? a lot of friends...
Yeah,
a lot of friends worked there.
Right.
But yes, Christmas shopping was
you'd always meet.
Was the main one because definitely, especially when I was younger, I'd go with my grandmother, and my grandfather would go up for the early specials at 7:00 when the mall opened.
Right.
And it was Friendly's breakfast first, hit all those fucking specials, and then home by 10 a.m. to have
church.
No, it was Black Friday, so to have turkey sandwiches at noon.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, no, it was a staple. It was
Oh yeah, because the mall opened early, starting Black Friday.
And then in high school, you went to a movie on Friday night, and then you went to Friendly's after the movie.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, no, it was like a neighborhood.
So we got through Ponderosa and we got through Friendly's. Now we're up to Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. I'm hurt to find out that the last one in our area is gone. I had no idea.
The one in Catskill.
Yeah,
it's gone. Pizza Hut. I mean, look how many pizza places are in general.
Right.
Like, there's so many quote unquote authentic pizza places that the pizza chain store is dying. Like how long before Domino's disappears?
Right, but sometimes the only thing that'll help with Domino's is they stay up until 2 a.m. So they'll always get the drunk crowd.
You can get 10 pies for pretty cheap.
Right.
So,
but I'll always equate Corporal Kirshner with Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Because I remember having a birthday party. If you lived in the Heights, that was the easiest place to have a birthday party because everybody was right there. And I got 2 Corporal Kirshners the one year, the LJN figures. But I was lucky enough to get the regular and the variant. The regular had the beard, and the variant didn't have the beard. So I ended up having both Corporal Kirshners. But classic from Pizza Hut, the shape of the building, the tablecloths.
Right, like you could find a building that's been repurposed and know it was a Pizza Hut.
We still have one in town. And The red plastic cups.
And then the Pac-Man, the sit-down Pac-Man.
The sit-down Pac-Man, that's right.
Yeah, and they had a good salad bar. They always had a good salad bar.
They were solid, man. Don't go far.
And their little deep dish.
Yeah.
When they would come out with that thing, it was fucking lava, bro.
The little clamp thing they would have to put on your table. Yeah. You don't go far, though. You are guaranteed to have the greasiest shits about 45 minutes after.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Because they sprayed that shit in those pans.
Yeah, they sure did.
And listen, we had Dirtbags working at our local Pizza Hut.
Yes, we did.
Handfuls of pepperoni.
RB.
Huh?
RB.
Yeah, he told me he would take handfuls of pepperoni and run it up his ass crack and then throw it on the pizza.
Why'd you have to ruin that, bro?
I know, but it's funny. But we had the singing waiter, too.
Yeah.
Now, SHS football coach lives in East.
Yep.
So
not the same person that did the other.
No, not the same person. But he was a singing waiter. That's how people knew Louis for years because of him at Pizza Hut. So, again, one that's fun and nostalgic from our childhood.
Yep. What's your number one?
My number one, again, it's a family thing. My grandfather on my mom's side.
Captain's table? Oh, they're all gone.
Fuck you. I don't know. No, my grandfather on my mother's side loved this place, and we went there, I would say at least twice a month, was Sizzler.
We're going to Sizzler.
That's right. Now, what differentiated Sizzler for me from Ponderosa, because you could get steaks and the seafood and all the same stuff.
Sizzler, yeah, but it was you made to order.
You ordered there, and then you got your shit and went to the salad bar. But they had peel and eat shrimp.
Yeah. Which
is a huge attraction for my grandfather. He always loved peel and eat shrimp. And they had ice milk, not ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Their ice cream machine was ice milk.
Okay.
But, yeah, he loved it so much, and I loved and that was the peel and eat shrimp place. That's where you would go and pay $14 and eat $40 worth of shrimp and leave with fucking mercury poisoning.
You go home and you're a little under the weather.
A little under the weather.
A little shellfish reaction.
Yeah.
My number one is Dairy Queen. There's some around, but not like they used to.
No, we got one in Hyde Park and the one in the Cape. Yeah. The only two that I can think of.
We found one in the middle of Tennessee in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Order in the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I always liked their food, too.
Yeah, burgers were good.
Their burgers, their chicken sandwiches, their hot dogs were even good.
They did have hot dogs.
They had really good hot dogs.
Chili dogs.
The Dillybars.
The take-home shit was the best.
Yeah, even their I guarantee you, the majority of kids our age got their birthday cakes from DQ. And it would be awesome. And I'll tell you.
Do you remember the Sundays that they would put the stick in?
Yes.
And then they'd take the cup off, and it was frozen rock fucking hard.
Yep.
But it was a Sundae on a stick, and it had like the peanuts and the hot fudge and all that.
Eventually became the Blizzard, basically.
Essentially,
they would turn it over and go, "Hey, look at this one."
Yeah.
So I'll tell you a funny story though. I'm like 19 years old. I'm coaching Little League with Joe Martin, and I go to Dairy Queen, and I'm getting a hot dog, and whatever. So you know how you would go back to the case, and there'd be cakes in there, but there would also be like mistakes.
Yes.
You could buy the mistakes.
Right.
So I was looking at the mistakes thing, and it's like the week of the championship going in. They won game 1, we won game 2. And I'm looking in the mistakes thing, and I open the thing, and there's a cake that says, "Congratulations, Cardinals, on your championship." And we're playing them for game 3.
No way.
So I made sure all of our kids knew, hey, they already got an ice cream cake all ready to go to win this thing.
Hell yeah.
And we upset them in the final game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. My Dairy Queen story would be our senior year, summer of our senior year, which would have been which ended up being Woodstock 94. I going into town on that Monday in Woodstock. All the people were going to be arriving on Tuesday. The festival started Thursday. So I go into Dairy Queen, I go to place an order, and back then your average cheeseburger, fries, and soda value was like $4 or $5.
Yep.
She's like $9.50. I'm like, what? They had jacked up all the prices
because everybody was coming in.
Right. I'm like, yo, I fucking live here.
Right.
They're like, oh yeah, hold on, $4.50. Yeah, back to normal. But they did. They doubled everything.
Yeah,
and
but
they
if you
sold out
remember-
every stitch of food out of that
Well,
place
that
within
was
2 days.
Grand Union had nothing left on their shelves.
Yep.
Everything over there was gone.
Yep.
God, you couldn't keep up.
The liquor store, forget it.
Yeah, well, the liquor store was done. Pizza Star was over there at the time.
Yeah.
Everything was completely wiped out over there.
Yeah.
Gone.
But that's like, you motherfuckers. You basically doubled your menu prices trying to fuck over the local guy the day before.
But then when you're local, they did you right.
They did it right, yes.
Yeah. All right, not a bad top 5.
No, fun, nostalgic.
It was fun, yeah. Yep. All right, let's move her along. All right, 5 crazy questions via Winnie. But our video is brought to us by
Moranti Plumbing and Oil.
You need a plumber, 845-901-4194. These guys do good work. Call them up.
Before we start, the Duke has been milking this fucking truck painting job for days now.
No, he primed it.
Oh, all right, because he's got a live video again of him spraying.
Right now?
Yeah. I just got alerted to it.
No, he's an idiot.
All right, number 1. What Guinness Book of World Records record would you like to break? And you can think, there's records for everything.
Yeah.
What do you think you could feasibly attempt to do?
Okay, I'm gonna very specific one.
Okay.
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna challenge Dennis Bermudez's Guinness Book of World Record.
He actually has one?
He has one.
He has a
for
certificate
drinking
and everything?
lemon. Yeah, he did it in front of him. You can find the YouTube video.
Oh, shit.
Of drinking lemon juice. Like the 1 liter, you know them lemon juice bottles?
Oh.
And they didn't do it right the first time. He had to do it a second time. You know how bad your stomach must burn?
Oh, it's got to just...
But that would be the one I would challenge.
Straight gut
I don't know which one I would want, but that'd be the one I'd challenge because it's another local person.
Is it a time thing?
It's a time thing.
Now, I'll tell you what. You get the Kraken. You've seen the Kraken on TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, you down that thing in like 4 seconds with the Kraken.
But no, it has to be through a straw.
Oh man, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's torture.
Yeah, and he has the Guinness Book of World. So I would try to do that one.
That's sour.
Yeah.
It hurts thinking about it. Fuck. All right, number 2.
I don't know how big your microphone is, but your whole face is in a shadow.
I don't know.
Everything the light touches.
Number 2. What is your least favorite common sandwich ingredient?
Tomato.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm not... Like, I like tomatoes in a salad.
Right.
Even if it's just like tomato and mayo on bread. But they'll like throw them on anything. And tomato or pickles. I like pickles too, but I like them separate.
I like it. And I'll put, when I order Quick Check subs, pickles are on every fucking sub.
Yeah, no, I'd rather have that on the side. But probably tomato.
All right. I would say
or peppers.
Miracle Whip.
Yeah,
it's just nasty. It's gross. Nasty.
But like, you don't know if you order mayo and they use that shit.
The only thing Miracle Whip I like on is your least favorite ingredient. Miracle Whip and tomatoes, to me, it's
because it's probably sweet on sweet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Number 3. Do you have any DIY fail stories?
Like you tried something and it just
did not work. Fucked up terribly. I wouldn't say painting because we did good with painting.
Yeah. Oh, cutting trees down.
Well, yeah. You almost zipped your leg off.
I almost zipped the leg off.
Almost put a tree through your garage.
Through the garage. But overall, that was successful.
Bro.
They were all dropped.
They were.
No injury. No nothing.
We couldn't do that today.
No.
No way.
We were young and...
Yep. Dude, we took down a shit ton of trees that day.
Oh, dude, we probably cut about 30 trees now.
Yeah. Now we're not in shape to do more than 5 right now.
1.
Okay. One medium-sized one.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. You can travel to one place, but then never travel again. Where are you going?
So if you travel there and you stay there?
No, it's your last trip you're ever going to be able to take.
I've been to Ireland. And that was like my really go-to spot. You know what I mean?
That was your bucket list.
Yeah, that was my number one on my bucket list. And I drank a beer in the oldest bar on my birthday.
And people knew you.
Yeah, and yeah. But now probably the Redwoods.
Okay.
Like I always want to see. It just
Have you ever been to the West Coast?
No. Ever since I was a kid, just amazed me. Like I think I saw it in a B movie in the 80s where people drove through the tree.
Right.
And I'm like, you could drive a car through a tree? That just something
cool.
stupid about how awesome that looked.
See, I don't hate flying. I hate long flights. How your flight to England was how long?
6-7 hours.
That's brutal to me.
But it looks like it's 12, but it's 7. But the way I do it, it's not bad.
Right.
Because I go at 10 at night, so I'm there at 5 in the morning our time.
Right.
So it's kind of like you just sleep on the plane. But don't take your shoes off if you do that, because when you get up, they don't fit back on you. Because I didn't move.
Oh, so your feet just swelled.
I was like, but probably an idiot. I was eating chips or something.
Retaining water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to go to the West Coast, but I'm the retard that's going to want to take the flight. I'm going to want to split it in two and have like a 5-hour layover somewhere. Because I just can't be on a plane. Like 3 hours is my limit. I can't sit still. I got restless legs.
Yeah, but I think the bigger planes you pay to get the better seat.
On that case, you would have to. Yeah, like Spirit. I'm not flying. Bro, Myrtle Beach is my cutoff on Spirit.
45 minutes.
Oh, Jesus God almighty.
This vacation.
That's like climbing in your fucking trunk and then saying, all right, drive 2.5 hours. Oh, I got to sit in this
vacation right now that I'm on, my original plan was to fly to Seattle.
Yeah.
And then drive the Pacific Coast Highway all the way down into L.A.
That's
and then see the whole West Coast.
Right.
See L.A. Or just see California.
And then fly back.
And then fly back from wherever, California, whatever. Just take a day in each spot or 2 days and then fly back.
I forgot you are home now for a little while.
Yeah, but I got to be here.
Yeah. Number 5. Would you rather undo your biggest mistake or never make a mistake again?
I don't think either really. I mean, your biggest mistake, you always wish you could take that back, right?
Sure, I think so.
I imagine almost everybody would. But then we wouldn't be where we are today. And if you're every mistake, you're only human because you make mistakes, right?
Right.
Or else you'd be a robot. So I guess I would take back the biggest mistake I ever made.
Okay. All right. There is our top 5 for the week.
And now we get to have a lot of fun.
All right.
Welcome to the next segment of Dirtbag, sponsored by BGS Construction, where they nail all the studs from the rear.
And he can be reached at area code 914-403-2619 or sfcandulo@yahoo.com.
Correct. All right. Winnie challenged me with this. He said, let's make an Easter edition. I don't know how you can exactly do that. So we're saying if Jesus came back today, these are the 10 questions he'd ask you to find out if you're a dirtbag or part of the way he is. Number 1, have you ever used a squeegee at the gas station to clean anything other than your windshield?
I have.
Dirtbag. We all have. Your headlights, everything
Headlights,
else.
mud off the side. The car. I've done the car before, yeah.
All right, number 2. Has your mom ever cut your hair, or have you ever cut your own kid's hair?
You know I have.
Fucking dirtbag.
And my kids hate me for it to this day.
They put a bowl cut on there, no fade. They had a shitty line.
Oh, it was a shitty line. Yeah, both of them. Fucking, I redeemed myself finally with Chris during COVID. I gave him a decent haircut, but I butchered that poor kid. I butchered Max.
I think you butchered Chris so bad you had to shave his head.
Close. Damn near close.
Or it was like a number 1 the whole way.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, number 3. Have you ever kept batteries in your refrigerator?
Freezer, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, Dirtbag.
Why is that Dirtbag?
I don't know. It's just a Dirtbag.
Fuck you.
You open it up. Or have you ever opened your freezer and found your parents' cigarettes?
That
or
I haven't.
grandparents?
No.
You didn't have grandparents that kept them like in the freezer or fridge?
The only person in my family that ever smoked was my grandfather, and now they were always on the counter next to his keys.
Okay. Yeah, I never knew that, why people would put them in there to keep them fresh.
Freshness, yes.
Yeah. All right, number 4.
Blaze's mom.
You used to keep them in the freezer?
All the time.
So then you knew somebody.
I did know somebody. All right.
All right, number 4. Have you ever taken medication with a beer?
Yes.
Dirtbag.
It specifically says, do not take alcohol. Yeah, of course.
Oh, who? Percocet? Yeah, give me that thing, a couple of beers.
Oh, dude. 100%. Not after my neck surgery, because, dude, you came and picked me up.
Yeah.
A couple days later. I was fine. I felt good. But when I had the left knee done, when I had to drill into the bone.
Yeah.
I got dilauded and fucking chased that with a fucking beer. Oh, I was
the tallest beer you could find.
So much pain. Oh, it was bad.
All right, number 5. Have you ever used either the gas pump or the drive-through garbage can as your personal garbage?
100%. Did it yet? I did that as recently as this morning.
Dirtbag. You throw a little house garbage in a small bag and wing it in there.
Oh, dude, I used to, like, going to work. I fucking grab the bag and stop the car wash and gone.
Yo, you're not getting into heaven, bro. Number 6. Have you ever used a towel as a scarf?
You know I have. You're a piece of shit. That was a luck thing, man. That was a ritual. It had to be. Why am I dirtbag for that?
Because it was easy to call you a dirtbag.
Oh, fuck you.
I knew you did that one on purpose. I threw that one in there on purpose. Have you ever sold pirated items on eBay?
Oh, dude, you're taking everything from my life. I mean, a fortune off that shit, too.
Dirtbag.
I'm sorry, Justin, Lance, JC, and Joey.
Oh. You're such a dirtbag.
No, the dirtbag is the way you do the listing. You were bidding on one Instinct postcard. If you win the auction, you also get this 4 CD set. And I got a cease and desist letter.
All right. Have you ever drank alcohol at a Little League game?
Yeah.
Dirtbag.
When Chris, your brother-in-law was a manager.
I know.
I'm out in a van getting hammered with half the other parents.
Yeah.
That was
you guys all had your styrofoam cups.
That was a raucous team, that team.
Yeah. Number 9. Has your home ever been furnished by Rent-A-Center?
You're such a fucking dirtbag. You're a dirtbag for asking all these questions.
I'm a dirtbag because you get the dirtbag shit.
Not completely furnished, but yes, I've had Rent-A-Center furniture. I hate you.
Why you hate me? Why you hate me? Jesus is asking you these questions.
No, you gave Jesus the list. He's just reading it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Does Aaron's count too?
You were 9 for 9. Right
oh my god.
And have you ever pissed in a sink or a garbage can?
Yes. Oh.
Well, we're going to hell. You're gonna have some friends on there.
Wait.
We're driving the bus.
Where did I was pissing in the garbage can?
Yes.
Because Charlie was pissing in the sink.
Yeah.
And you held the door open for all of Wallowings to see. Oh my god.
In true dickhead GMAC fashion, I just held the door open so everybody's like, what the fuck are them guys doing? See, I love that segment, bro. I absolutely love that segment.
Oh, that's so wrong. Oh, man. I went 10 for 10
you
today.
You did. You are a fucking
Dirtbag. Brought to you by BGS Construction,
where he nails every stud from behind.
And again, if you need your studs nailed, 914-403-2619.
Yeah, that's a new sponsor who we pick up throughout the rest of the year. He picked up Dirtbag for the rest of the year. So
yeah, you get, and if you contact him, you get a free reach around with an estimate.
There it is. There it is. And when we read it at the end, I got an even better. And the shit part is, he'll never see it because he doesn't do the video.
Right.
But I got a very good logo for him at the end.
Nice.
Nice, right? All right, let's move on to your favorite song. As we have done before, Over and Under is sponsored by the Law Office of Brian Duran, 339-4313. They specialize in bankruptcies. You get $100 off if you mention the Outlaw Blitz podcast. It's working. People are getting to other places. I know the Stracuzzi Wellness has gotten a few people mention our stuff, so
good.
It is getting out there. But go see Brian if you're struggling. You got to go through if you're going through bankruptcy. Or you have questions or things to go through, go see Brian mention the Outlaw Blitz podcast and get $100 off.
And your car is not complete unless it has an air freshener from.
It Smells Freshies.
Yes.
We'll have that once we get them. I think I'm getting them later today with Brian picked up another month.
Sweet.
So
sounds great.
All right. Number 1, beef jerky.
Oh, underrated.
Underrated. Have you ever had the dry jerky?
Are you going to call me a dirtbag?
No. Have you ever had the dry jerky you can put like a pinch in?
When I was just in Myrtle Beach.
Pretty good, right?
We went to one of the jerky stores in Barefoot.
I don't have to call you a dirtbag. We just went 10 for 10. You are a
dirtbag.
Like Maury Povich, you are a
the
dirtbag.
Test results are in. Yeah, I actually bought it there. I bought it was like Hickory Barbecue or something. It was good.
Yeah, the pinches, they're good.
Yep.
But beef jerky in general, I always like it a little softer than like really chewy.
Right. Do you have a favorite store brand?
Well, remember when we were in Cape Cod, they had the beef jerky store?
Right. That's where it was down there. They had
what's the one? It's like Longhorn or something. It's got like a gray front.
Yep.
I like that brand.
Tillamook. Stewart sells it and it's good.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
All right, number 2, morning sounds. Like when you kind of get up in the morning, you're just.
I'm a dirtbag. They're done being made by the time I get up usually. But yes, no, I agree.
Or like if you ever been camping or something like really
underrated.
The vacuum outside, I do not like that morning sound.
Is that what that is?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
You think the gigantic red light that says "on air" would be a deterrent?
Nah.
The
or at the beach, man, waking up in the first, you crack that door,
and
you hear the seagulls and the waves.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm all about that. I think they're underrated myself. All right, number 3, washing your hands. And I don't mean like washing your hands because you're a dirtbag. I mean just like is washing your hands overrated or underrated?
No, underrated.
I agree. Like I like having clean hands. Not like I got my hands are raw because I washed them 8 million times, but it's always nice to just have your clean hands. Like I don't know, like your grip feels better. It doesn't feel gritty.
It's like hand sanitizer is one thing, but washing your hands, it's just a different feel.
Hand sanitizer overrated. I'd rather wash my hands with soap every time.
If you've got dry skin, hand sanitizer will fucking kill you.
If you got a nick at any part of your hand, you're done. Too. Yeah. All right, number 4, drama.
Drama is overrated, dude.
Some people
it's
underrated.
Some people draw it.
Yeah, but the thing I'm saying is like, I know people that. Is it just us can hear this, or I hope the mics can't hear it.
I think they can hear it faintly because I can hear it in my earpiece.
So, I know people that don't like their own drama but love everybody else's, and I think those people are almost worse.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it comes with age. The older you get, the more you want.
Do you see my Walmart meter going?
I do. The older you get, the less you want to be dealing with any drama whatsoever. It's just the stress level it creates. It's not worth it.
Yeah. No, I agree. And number 5, spring air.
Underrated.
You get that, like, it's so fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that moist, cool.
Even today, though, there was, like, right now, it was still a little
clean.
Damp because it rained, but there's that little warm burst that's coming with the little breezes that are outside. It's nice.
But just clean. Like, you get that nice, fresh, clean smell.
Yeah.
Maybe they read the sign.
Or they're just done. I don't know.
They're going to wait and start banging on the door with the vacuum.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's going to go.
He already called me a dirtbag today.
Yeah. Do you have any over-unders? That was my 5. I know you always like a bonus one.
Bonus one. Vacuums.
Fucking rated.
Overrated while recording the Outlaw Blitz podcast.
Yeah. All right, let's move along and finish her up. All right, this week, our rabbit hole. What dragged you down the TikTok, YouTube Reels hole this week?
Reels hole this week, I would say a lot of Trevor Bauer stuff because he threw against the Dodgers in spring training last week. He was lights out. He hit 99.
Yankees, are you listening? Because Garrett Cole is on the shelf.
Right. He hit 99 3 times in the first inning. He sat at 96 to 98. All 3 innings that he pitched, struck out 7, hit 1 batter, gave up 1 hit, no runs. He was lights out.
And if he doesn't get picked up, what's that telling you?
Baseball is
that a market
they blackballed him. Absolutely. Yeah. Other than that, saw a really cool guy that we talked about it in the past. The guy that resoles the boots and stuff. He got into it a little bit more in depth. Like how come, which ones you can stitch, which ones you can't.
So like a cobbler.
Yeah, cobbler videos. I find them interesting because they look like something like Duke just painted his fucking truck in.
Yeah.
And they leave looking like a brand new pair of boots. Like these guys that's a lost art and a talent.
I've seen them where they've taken the leather apart and re-tanned it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, holy shit, man. They redid the whole other thing. Yeah, it is a lost art. The first one I did was somehow I stumbled across The Voice, the Germany edition.
Okay.
And it's a 15-year-old kid named Joshua.
Okay.
And he did this song. He's playing the drums. And he does this song it's from Guano Apes. It's called Open Your Eyes. And it's from 1997. And I sent it to you because I don't know if you viewed it or not. But something about it, I didn't know it was in Germany. You know what I mean? The kid had you could tell he had an accent of some sort in English. An accent
right.
is English.
Yeah.
But it was, I must have watched it 12 times in a row. Yes. Just because of the song, I'm like, man, this song is good, and this kid's phenomenal. 15 playing the drum.
Yeah.
People don't realize how hard that is to play the whole drums and sing at the same time.
It is.
And then I never heard the song, and then I researched the song. It was from 1997. And then all of a sudden they're like, Ziv nit, nes, net. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What is this? And then the kid's from Germany, but he just sang perfect English.
That's cool. I find that's interesting when you can find people from other countries. Can't speak the language.
Yeah, but then sing a song perfectly.
Right.
And then I thought, if we were singing some Spanish song, it would not sound authentic.
Right. No, not even a little bit.
Right.
Because the accents.
Right.
Well, I did get down a couple. Music-wise, I found a few of where they stripped the music away so you can just hear the vocals.
Okay.
Found some Elvis ones. They were great. But I found a modern, a present-day one of Axl Rose. He is fucking shot. Stop singing. Retire.
Bro, shot. Looks like Throw Mama from the Train.
Oh, totally Mama Fratelli.
Yeah,
he's done, bro. His voice, from all that screeching.
Well, I'm sure the copious amounts of pounds of cocaine and shit he did
probably didn't help either.
Or smoking or whatever.
Listen, you don't like them. I'm a big Kiss guy. Paul Stanley, again, all that fake falsetto and that screeching has destroyed their vocal cords. Time to go.
Right.
You're a cheap knockoff of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
It's you're doing your band a disservice at this point. It's rough to listen to.
Right. So that's where it gets a little tricky, right? So do you want to see Guns N' Roses is the band, right?
Right.
Are you there to see Slash at this point, or you just go, I saw the original members? Yeah. Meanwhile, they suck now.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think at some point it's one of those things. The fans are going to keep buying the tickets because it's Guns N' Roses, but at this point, to me, you're wasting money.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it.
No, I agree. And the last thing I watched was a lot of Mike Tyson videos because I want him to punch the shit out of Jake Paul.
Spinal.
Yeah.
I broke my back.
You forget how hard that dude is.
Oh, my God. The interviews he's done, like I watched one from this week where they asked him, basically, how long do you think the fight's going to go? Do you still hit hard enough? Do you think you can knock him out? 8th round, 2nd round, what do you think? And what's your strategy? He says, I'm coming out charging.
Yeah.
Listen, age is not on his side. And I was talking about this.
Did you see some of the rules?
I did not.
Jake Paul can wear a headgear, but Tyson can't.
What?
If he gets in trouble, he can tag into his brother Logan Paul, who can then come in and fight Mike.
What is this, fucking WWE?
I don't know.
Is the U.S. title on the line?
I don't know, but there's about to be a vacuum jammed up somebody's ass.
Oh, my God. I guess I can't bitch. I'm going to be away on vacation, so I'll be watching it in a hotel room that night.
Listen, by the way,
thankfully I don't have to pay for it.
By the way, genius play by Netflix.
Right, absolutely. Fucking A. They're going to get subscriptions. I mean, they probably already are the most subscribed streaming outlet out there. They're going to probably grab a bunch more.
This might be their foray into. This might be their first big setup to see if they can handle streaming without any outages.
It's going to get interesting next year when they take over for WWE. Monday Night Raw is going to be live.
WrestleMania. Yeah. And then let's see if they get into the football, NFL.
If Amazon Prime did it this year and did it successfully, which they did,
right?
I enjoyed watching them because they had so many additional on-screen stuff, which I thought was really cool. I think it's going to be a good test. I hope Mike knocks his fucking dick in the dirt.
Yeah.
With the headgear on.
Yeah. Yep. I hope he gives him a crumple. I hope he crumbles him with a fucking body shot.
And I don't dislike Jake Paul or Logan Paul.
No, I like them both. I do too. And don't get me wrong. At first, I'm like, this fucking kid is not. Listen, do I think he handpicked his opponents, did things
right? You have to.
He did, but he also made money,
and that's what people
for them and for him. Like
that's what people forget.
But
he's a businessman first.
But here's the thing: people our age forget that. A lot of people in the traditional way of making money don't understand that. Right. You know what I mean? They don't understand that you can make millions of dollars on YouTube now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I asked, and a perfect person to ask. I asked Tracy Patterson about it, who's 2-time world champion himself.
There was a rumored 3rd world champion title too.
There is I'm going to give it to him.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's a 3rd world title. What do you think? He's like, dude, I can't watch it. He said the rules are a joke. He says, of course Mike has a chance because he's a pro, and he's punching power is the last thing to go. He's like, but shadow boxing, getting in the ring at 58 are 2 different things.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So,
just don't let him eat mushrooms and go out there all calm. You gotta let him be that animal for one night.
His fucking interviews, the Russ Salzberg one might be one of my favorites.
Which one's that?
He was on Channel 9.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you.
He's like, Mike, and it went south quick.
Well, did you see one probably in the last year and a half, 2 years? He's sitting there and he's talking really quiet.
He's changed a lot, though.
And there's a guy that says something kind of cross to him, and he goes, yo, fuck you.
Oh, he brought up the rape charge.
Yeah. And yes. He's like, I don't give a fuck. You won't get out of this studio. I'll fucking kill you. And you could see, the guy's like, yo, what'd I say? He goes, you know what the fuck you said.
Right? Why are you bringing that shit up 30 years later?
Or the drunk asshole on the plane that got the shit slapped out.
Come on.
Yo, he did his time.
Right.
He made his way.
Listen, and I think he's done tons of work to rehabilitate his image.
Yeah.
He did his comedy tour. He forayed into acting. He's been so good for the sport for so long now after being a lightning rod.
But here's the thing. In the 80s, you would have never thought Mike Tyson was quotable about life.
And he is.
And there's a ton of very valuable quotes.
Dude, when you Tyson. And emotions, when you I've seen him break down when being asked about Custom Auto. And yeah, you're fuming right now. When being asked about Custom Auto, and he literally, he had to stop. He couldn't talk anymore. But he's been good on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He's been anything I've seen him on podcast wise, he's been really good.
Yeah. I got to get my Mexican haircut done.
What's that?
When my hair gets so long, I get the Mexican Superman curl. It's not just a normal one; it gets all Mexicanized. I look at this gigantic melon, and it's a lot of gray now.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad episode.
No,
nice fun. But we need to run through our.
I'm a dirtbag.
You went 10 for 10, bro. Jesus comes back. You are not welcome, but I'll be driving the bus, so
I get that. It's like the TikTok where he comes in on the angle,
just
looking at you and goes away again.
So once again, give our sponsors a shout out. Go ahead.
There was one other. It wasn't really a rabbit hole. Something I came across. I may have sent it to you. You've seen the old lady and the man. The dude's playing the keyboard. She's going, "Taste the biscuit."
Yeah.
Did I send you the one where they put a Notorious B.I.G. in there?
No.
Oh my God!
Just send it after.
Okay.
All right. Stop by if anybody needs a plumbing or oil service. Check out Moranti Plumbing and Oil, Shokan, New York, 845-901-4194. And our video is brought to you by Moranti Plumbing and Oil. Also, another one of our sponsors, the Law Office of Brian Duran. If you're having any issues and you have to go through the bankruptcy or you just want to reach out and find out what your options are, call Brian Duran. He will give you $100 off if you mention our podcast. And last but not least, Big Gay Sal's Construction. I really wish you could see this logo. You definitely want to check him out. He sponsored our Dirtbag segment today. He nails all the studs from the rear.
He does.
But definitely check out our sponsors. That's what helps us go. And join our Patreon. We have 3 outlaws. No Dirtbag memberships yet, but we got 3 outlaws.
All right.
And then very shortly, hopefully, I think by the end of today, hopefully, we'll have the It Smells, the Freshies. So we'll have our fresh take every week.
Okay.
It Smells. And we will be giving those away. To enter that, you're going to start just commenting, on our Facebook, on our social media pages. If you want to be entered, and we'll draw a random one we'll draw a random name or pick a random name. We'll pick and hand you whatever their monthly one is.
Okay.
So I think they're making a couple more of our logo, and they'll be selling them on their Facebook page. Highland has shared it. The Outlaw Blitz page has shared it. So go over there, give them a like. I know they also have, they were gearing up for a market or something over the weekend, like a show.
Okay.
Like a trade show. So, all right. That's our sponsors for the week. Anything else?
Good to go.
All right. Take us home, buddy.
All right. For Gmac, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast. And as always, take it.